An MG GT, guys, look at that. Is it a cool car? The thing is, I kind of get excited about too many different types of cars. It ain't my kind of car, I'll be honest, but it is a great bit of stock. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, and it's interesting, isn't it? A few of you have actually commented saying, Calvin, can you do a video on that MG GT at Binker, please? Well, to those that did ask for that, you're getting it, guys. But I think two things that we can talk about with this car is, one, it's kind of like the evolution of the car world. Like, this is like real basic engineering, so we will go over the basic stuff that this car has got going for it. And the second thing, which is also going to be a right laugh, is seeing me sat in the driver's seat and attempting to drive it. Yeah? Let's get on with the video. Guys, I don't know where to start with this car. So this car is actually 50 years old, right? I think the place that we should start with this car is the reg plate. Yeah, that reg plate there, that is a black and silver reg plate, which by today's standards is illegal, right? You're not allowed to have a black and silver plate on your car on the road, but because this car was produced with that plate, because back then that's what a reg plate looked like, it is absolutely fine. It would pass an MOT like that, and it's an old K reg, so that K, letter K there, would resemble the year of the car being 1972, all right? Because back then, that is how we understood the age of a vehicle. Obviously nowadays, you see that Tiguan there, it's a 14 plate car. It's a lot more logical way of doing things. I don't know why it was done on the alphabet back then, but it was. And then as time moved on, the K, or the resembling, or the dictating letter, went to the front of the plate. So a modern day K reg was a 1993, which is something that I'm probably more familiar with. That's more my sort of time. Now, where do I start? A little bit of rust on the body there, nothing too bad. These tyres, they are absolutely huge. So we've got 14-inch wheels, but they are 165, are they 80? They're actually, that is 80. 165 80 profile 14-inch tyres. They look well chunky. The MGB was like the follow-on car from the MGA. They come up with the creative name of calling the new MGA the MGB. Credit to whoever come up with that wonderful name. And then the one following this is the one that we all are a lot more familiar with, is the MGF. They've done the MGF, and then they facelifted it and called it the MGTF, yeah? We all know about them cars. I don't think I've ever had one of them on my channel, but they're not a bad car at all. So MG is obviously a British brand. Under the bonnet of this car is a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder engine with about 95 horsepower. Well, it did have back then. I ain't got a clue how much horsepower it's got now. Probably nowhere near that, but it's there or thereabouts. We'll see how powerful it is when we go for a little drive in it in a sec. So very popular car. I think they were built for like over 15 years, so there was absolutely thousands of them made. I'm sure a lot of people had one of these in their driveways back in the 60s, 70s and 80s. And on the used car market, because ultimately that's what matters to me, they're a demanded car because a lot of people had them, a lot of people can relate, and they are an appreciating asset. They're not going to lose any money, they're not going to fly up in value because there were so many of them made. They're not a rare thing by any standards, but they are loved by many, meaning they are definitely in demand. So visually, I mean, I suppose it's quite a cool shape. We can give it that. We can definitely give it that. But you look it up close, like we've got chrome bumpers here. We've got this big bad boy exhaust here. How small is that? That is absolutely tiny. We can give it a fist test, but yeah, I don't think I'll probably get my thumb up there. That's about it. The boot, let's just look at the boot. Look how much, that's like an old garage door lock. Anyone could pick that lock, no problem. In the boot there, we've got the old Haynes manual, conveniently just laid out like it's presented for a video. And then the hinges, I think we just push. Yeah, we just push, guys, and then it shuts. Amazing. Another press plate on the rear there. Even like the way the lights are assembled, just a couple of Phillips screws there, all pretty good. Again, it's all just very, very basic, isn't it? Look at that door handle. This car is bright red. Looks like it's had a bit of paint work over the time. It's I suppose, is it tidy? I suppose it's all right for the age of the car. Big steering wheel, leather as well. Wooden gear knob, guys. Nice wooden gear knob there. Wind up windows. Look at them. Do they actually work? They work and everything. Check that out. And then if you're looking like, hold on, that's quite tough to do up. It's looking like you might even have, you've got the optional what would you call them, secondary window openers as well. I actually rate it that they've done that. They've gone to all that effort to put a second, it's not even necessary, but they've done it. Credit to MG for that. We've got a centre armrest which is probably not big enough to fit any human arm on, but it does the job. The handbrake, look at that. That's cute, isn't it? It's well cute. Smells very old in here, so you lot can't smell the smell, but I can. Leather dashboard, is that leather or is that PVC? Yes, definitely not leather, Cal, but it's black. It looks very nice and very black in here. Is that a fair thing to say? We've got a black roof lining. No, we don't. That roof, I don't think I'll be opening it. I did consider opening it, but then I looked at the condition of it on the top. This side's not too bad at all. But then as we wander around this side, guys, yeah, I just don't know if I want to open that. So value-wise, these cars, I think they start at about 3 or 4, I suppose 3 or 4 grand, but it really does depend on the condition of the car, right? Classic cars are valued on condition. This is quite a good condition car for the age. It starts and drives, so it's in the region of sort of £4,000 to £5,000, I would say. Now the mileage on this car, just I don't really want to sit in it yet. Get in there, Cal.
That's what she said.
It shows 73,000 miles. There's no way. Surely this car has not done 73,000. I don't know. Might have gone round the clock once. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, I would say so far I'm quite impressed with it. Yeah. We've got a different style door lock on this door, guys. Different to the one on the boot. So that means we must have a different key for the doors than we do to the boot. And then we've got another key for the ignition. In fact, I know that. Yeah, we've got a door key, boot key, and ignition key. Super high security. We've even got a JVC stereo in here. Look, self-closing doors. That must have been a ghost that done that, surely, because that was not me. Under here, the B, there, that B, see that? That is for the bonnet. Very cleverly labelled that was. It could be named after the MGB. I don't know, but I reckon that's B for bonnet. This all looks very cranky. 1 second. Yeah, even like this stuff fascinates me, man. Like that, that's not something I would put much trust in, but it's doing the job. It's holding the bonnet up. We've even got a bit of insulation, soundproofing. Don't know what it is. It's there though. New starter motor, 1.8 litre, 4-cylinder engine. We've got the old distributor cap, or dizzy cap as we like to call it, and then round here the big MGB logo on the top of the air filter there. Love that. And then here, this is carburetor, guys. This is old technology, and it's shortly we're going to see how well it starts, because it has actually got an old choke as well, which is also quite interesting. Hold on, is that like a wooden stick down there? What's that doing there? It's a get rid of that. Even the way like things are mounted, it just seems so basic. But back in these days, because it was so basic, your average person could fix their own car themselves. You didn't really need to, I mean, not to say people didn't take their cars from a mechanic, of course they bloody did, but you didn't really need to. So I think at this point of the video, what we should do is we need to attempt getting inside the car, yeah, and giving it a drive. Let's do that now. This is gonna sound so bad, but my wallet's getting in the way. It ain't because there's loads of money in there. I'll just there, get out of the bloody way. Right. This is no joke, guys. This is no joke at all. Is that music still playing? Surely it's not. Oh. We've got a little bit more room there. Well, I'm in. I'm in, guys. Got a seatbelt up my bum. That's it. Oh my God, yes, I'm definitely in. I don't know how I'm going to get out, but I'm in, guys. Right, so this key, ignition right underneath there. Even getting to that is awkward. Maybe back in them days, people were a lot smaller. I don't know why this car is so... Oh, no, it's not starting. It's not starting. Hold on, let's get this heating down. How do you do the heating? This is an eventful video. It's funny how things are so basic, but silly cow ain't even clever enough to work out how to turn the heating fan down. It's the big switch on the dash there, Cal. Even the way switches have evolved over time. These are basic switches. I mean, I've used the word basic so much in this video, but that is the only word that is springing to mind so often. But yeah, that switch, I can't even switch it back on. Oh, you can. There you go. Basic, that's exactly what it is, very basic. So to start the engine, this car has a choke. So when you pull this lever on the dash, for those that don't know, the choke I think lets more air in the air filters or into the carburetors. Pull that lever out, looks rather silly. Then you're able to start the engine from cold. Hear the fuel pump going. Revving high, there's too much air going in. So what you have to do, as it gets warmer, you slowly put the choke back in. I remember my mum's old car used to do this. She had an old Escort, I think. Is it the Escort? Can't remember. But yeah, that's it. The old rev counter's going mental. Is that going to tick over all right on its own? Yes, guys, that is the engine started. Right, so let's get the seatbelt on. Oh my God, how am I going to get the seatbelt? Oh my goodness. It's funny how modern day cars, everything's been thought about. Like BMWs, for example, they send the seatbelt to you, or Mercedes, and you just put it round. But back in these days, because things were so fresh and so new, you know, they had to work with, I don't know, basic stuff, basic. That's it, it's clicked. We are done. You can hear the old seatbelt cranking away there. Right, we now need to get the heater fans back on, but we won't do that. We'll just undo the keep fit window a little bit. All right, let's just stop fighting around, Cal, and hit the road, yeah? I actually can't believe this. The camera, the front-facing camera, the battery is dead, which means I've got to get out and put a new battery in it. Mate, can you do me a favour? Can you get a battery for the GoPro? Because I can't get out of this car, man. Hold on, there's water leaking on me. Oh no, I'm getting wet. I said this roof would be a bit dodgy. Looks quite good from underneath though. It must just be from where the boys just valued it, surely. Oh no, there's quite a lot of water actually. Oh no, I'm literally getting pissed on. Tell you what, that engine's driving alright though, isn't it? Do you know what I was going to say actually? Where's the indicators? Oh, they're on the right side. I was going to say, it's quite tidy under the bonnet, isn't it? Steering is surprisingly heavy. Oh no, there's a car coming. I suppose it would be on them huge tyres. It's clicking into gear nice. Smell that petrol, boys. Third gear, manual gearbox. I think it's got 4 gears, by the way. 4-speed manual. Do you know what? This is driving so much better than I thought it would. The way that's clicking into gear is so nice. I am getting wet. Oh. Clutch down properly, Cal. But yeah, that gear stick, or the gear selection, if that's what you want to call it, is very nice. I wish more cars selected gears like that. Cramped as anything, super uncomfortable, knees bent, back's aching, got my window open, all I can smell is petrol. Rev counter's just all over the show, currently at 3,500 RPM, doing 40 mile an hour in 3rd gear. Little rev match there, indicator on the right hand side as I scratch my knee at the same time. Steering is so heavy. 95 horsepower, guys, flat on the throttle. Whoa! Bouncing around like I'm on a bloody bouncy castle. Oh my God, into the twisty part of the road. Guys, this thing is driving so well, I can't believe it. Now, usually at this point in the video, I would go to the dual carriageway and I'd do draggy times, but guys, I think in the MG world, on the MG forums, that would just get frowned upon. You can imagine the MG owners being like, oh, did you see that chavvy guy from Luton? He drove the MG, he done draggy times on it, 20 to 70 miles an hour. So I don't want to tarnish the MG. I've had a great time in it. My experience in it has been, it's been fun, it's been memorable, and I do want to just leave it as that. I can tell you now that if I was to do draggy times in this car, it would be the slowest car on the draggy leaderboard. The slowest car currently is a VW Passat 1.9 diesel, right? It's the old PD engine, everyone loves them engines. That done it in about 14 seconds. They're actually not that slow. Oh, there we go, that van's letting me go. Thank you, sir. So yeah, this is definitely slower, all right? So to summarise, I'm quite impressed with the MGB. It's not my kind of car. It's very basic. It's the word of the video. But one thing I would say is these types of cars, as in like classic cars in general, as the electric thing fades in, these will become more popular. This old analog driving experience that we all love as petrol heads, you're never ever going to get bored of it. You're never going to want to be without it. And for that reason, stuff like this will only go in one direction in value. It's going to keep creeping up because it's an experience that we're going to want until we die. So I'm going to wrap it up and leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching. It's been eventful, guys. Hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, do me a favour, hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe for a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. And I am doing the odd bonus video as well. And if you're on Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary. One thing I didn't say, by the way, the engine is in the front of this car and the rear wheels are what drives this car. This is a rear wheel drive car. I'm not sure if you'll be able to drift it, but that's really cool as well. I'll see you in my next video.